Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. Welcome into the Bama Standard. As always, we are brought to you by Workspace Solutions and Oakmont Financial Partners, LLC. I'm your host, Justin Riley. Before we get started, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Jump in the comment section, or if you're brave, jump in this chat. It looks like the chat is already jumping. With me, as always, is 11 legend, 1999 All-SEC linebacker Marvin Constant, senior analyst at Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Stephen M. Smith, and the baddest man to ever tote the rock, USFL champion, two-time national champion, Bo Scarbrough. What's going on, fellas?
Hey.
What's going on, man? Hey, like Marvin said, give it a month.
Before we get into it, we got some special guests, probably two of the most vocal guys here lately in social media. Stephen M. Smith, please introduce these legends into the room.
Well, also Marvin's been vocal as well, but we're going to get to the legends in the room here. And I'm going to just say this. I had the great joy early on in my broadcast career to cover both of these two. The first one, he may not have been the 300-pound defensive lineman, but he would knock your block off. And this was a dude that had a motor just that kept coming and coming and coming. The brother just wouldn't stop. Two-time national champion. It's Nick Gentry in the house, everybody. Big Nick Gentry in here. And then along with Nick Gentry, we got one of the hardest hitting linebackers in the Nick Saban era. When that boy was wearing that 19 looked, woo! That 19 looked strong out there knocking folks out left and right. Another two-time national champion from Bob Jones High School. We got Reggie Ragland in here, everybody.
What's going on, fellas? Royalty in the house.
Appreciate y'all.
Royalty in the house.
Isn't it crazy how all three of us got two national championships?
Yeah. It really should be four.
Forgive me for only having an SEC championship. Are you trying to say I don't add it up?
I can see you a replica of one.
Oh, wow.
Go right into the office and give you one.
I'm cool with my SEC championship, okay? I earned it.
And ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy, though, because, I got two national championships, but I only have one SEC championship.
Wow.
Is that a slight or a compliment? I'm trying to
figure that out myself.
You need to think about that,
How many SECs you got, Reggie?
3.
Wow, y'all all look bad.
I'll take my one.
I got 2.
Hey, but you know what though? My one, the SEC was way more competitive back then than it was when y'all played.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say. I got 2 and 2.
Here comes the story about tackling Jamal Lewis and Deuce McAllister.
Man, when you played, they only had 2 formations. So it might be harder right now.
And 3 channels.
Now, see, Reggie, I like you, Reggie, but
hey, folks in the chat, if you notice, Marvin Constant has brought back his famous and on sale Fire Pete shirt. So if you're interested,
I ain't selling them this time, though, because
you're not selling this time. Listen, I mean, getting calls off the hook, man, wanting some their own version of this T-shirt.
I got an uncle right now in St. Louis. He said, "Man, let me get one of them."
Well, if that's the case, I can fire up the printing press. My guy, he's easy to call. I call him, tell him what I need. He'll get them cranked out for me.
Now, before we get started, I got to bring up something. Reggie, this involves you. During the summer, we had Ryan Anderson on, and Marvin brought up the game against Georgia where y'all had a perfect game going, and then Nick Chubb broke loose. We asked Ryan Anderson exactly what happened and who missed that tackle, and without hesitation, he said it was your fault. Do you care to comment on that?
Man, I talked to Ryan today about that too, because I told him I was getting on here, and we all know it wasn't my fault, but because I was the captain of the defense, he had to blame it on somebody. So I take that. I take the blame for it. I ain't gonna throw nobody under, but it was my fault. So I'll take the blame. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm done with Ryan.
Well, listen, I know y'all have a lot to say. I've seen your social media over the weekend. Marvin's been saying the same things for quite some time, but people
3.5 years, okay? Not 3.5 years.
So I'm going to open the floor to our guest. Nick, you're the first person I came across. You challenged the team, and you said that you're willing to offer your services to show this team how to play big boy Alabama football down the trenches. Can you start us off with that, buddy?
I mean, it's simple. You know, they done lost their swag. You know, they're not the monsters no more. You know, it used to be where people were scared to come play Alabama. You know, it didn't even affect them as far as the anxiety part. You know, everybody's gonna have anxiety. You know, Alabama doesn't have anxiety.
We cause it.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
And not only will you have anxiety the week of when you're playing Alabama, you're supposed to have it the week after. It affects you the week after. The next team seed. You know, you see it every week. You know, as far as I can remember back to when we started really clicking at Alabama, every team that played us afterwards, they had so many injured players going into the next game, or, you know, they got dominated the next game because of how bad we beat them up. You know, we're not the monsters right now. And it's kind of scary, you know, because, you know, I heard some comments about, you know, the society nowadays, the kids nowadays, teaching them this and teaching them that. You got to adapt to it. Yeah, you got to adapt. Alabama's done a great job of adapting, but you don't change the moral standard of being a monster and a beast and going to really dominate your opponent. You know, that's what we've done year in and year out. You know, they've lost that swag. They've lost it. Can they get it? Yeah, they got the dudes to do it. They're way more talented than we were. You know, they got the speed all across the board. They got to let them go play. And when it all comes down to it, football's football. When you're on defense, see ball, go get ball. It doesn't matter what it is. It's simple. You know, and people can make it complicated. Oh, offenses are different. No, Cam Newton and then all the quarterback power reads and all, they're doing that when we play. It's the same. It's one-on-one football 90% of the time. It's man-to-man. Who can win their one-on-one battles? And whoever wins the most and wants to win the most is going to dominate the game. It's just that simple. You know?
Can I interject here a little bit? Because this has really been eating at me. Because for the past 3.5 years, I've been talking about this. And when I've seen somebody said, I ain't going to say who, that the players were experiencing anxiety, you don't damn come to Alabama to play if you experiencing damn anxiety. You take your ass to Troy, to UAB, South Alabama, you go to some other damn school. You don't come to Alabama and experience damn anxiety when you come out the town. You are the best of the damn best, and you are playing for a program that is the greatest on the damn planet. When you put this damn helmet on, you're going to hell. You're going to damn handle and kill people damn near. You are going out there to execute the next man lined up across from you. You are going to do damage. And the fact that you got anxiety in the damn tunnel, are you damn too? This is not the sport for you if you got anxiety in the damn tunnel. You know what the hell you going out there to damn do, and there ain't no damn way around it. And if you want to know the damn truth, Reggie, you'll agree with me on this. We definitely need a damn change at middle linebacker. I wish somebody would mention Henry To'oTo'o in the same breath as me to say how damn good he is. How in the hell? You don't lead your damn troops. Reggie, you know it. So as the middle linebacker goes, so as the team goes. That dude is not getting it done. Last time I played Tennessee, I had them 17 tackles and a sack, and most of them was behind the damn line of scrimmage. You don't go out there with your tail between your legs, pile diving. Middle linebacker, you ought to set the damn tone for the team and the defense and kick ass. And if anybody got a question on what I'm saying, I got all that SEC plaque right here that I damn earned kicking ass. Nobody fucking gave it to me. So we need a change, man. We physically got whooped on defense, man. And the fact that Pete continues to run man-to-man coverage without getting pressure, I don't give a damn if you had Deion Sanders playing cornerback. You can't cover that damn long. And you let 11 score 5 touchdowns. After the first 2, you should have damn bracketed his ass, kept the safety over the top, ran zone to the damn field, made them beat you with somebody else. What the hell are you thinking? The in-game adjustments were horrible. At what point do you realize you are not the man for the job and just damn resign?
And what is crazy, if you watch it, you could tell they was trying to bracket him, but the safeties kept looking in the damn backfield instead of looking at their work, instead of making sure they over the top of everything and doing their fucking job.
But Reggie, does that not come back down to coaching though?
It does.
It does.
If you make sure you're looking at the right stuff, but as a player, if I know I'm getting my ass tortured and I see this man over here, I'm gonna take damn responsibility because the coaches ain't playing the game. I'm playing the game.
Right.
I'm playing the game. The coaches can only do so much and say so much, and we all know that as former players. But if I'm playing this damn game and I know I'm getting my ass tortured, I'm gonna make sure that dude is gonna get took out the game.
Disabled.
Like my play.
You're going to know I'm damn near. But at the same time, if the dude not getting it done, should the coach not make a damn change? At what point do you let him keep getting beat like a damn drum before you say, we got to do something? What the hell?
And the players got to pick it up, man. Like, I ain't going to lie to you. Bad as I want to say something about the coaches, the players got to pick it up. The players got to pick it up because I'm watching the linebackers. They staying on blocks too long. They're not getting off the damn blocks. They're not using their hands.
No.
Like the front seven is not getting a push at all. So
that's what made Alabama so dangerous over the years because you could put 5 in a box, and I'm a 4-man front guy. You know, I played in the 3-4. I'm a 4-man front guy. I just am. That's what I've been coaching for years now. You know, when you can put 5 in the box, 5 on 7, it doesn't matter. Alabama's gonna whoop that ass because guess what? 2 of them is gonna whoop your double teams. I guarantee you. And whoever you leave one-on-ones, they gonna win it. So you're not going to do that, you know. And we can leave more people back in the cover. But same thing when you're leaving Will Anderson, who had 20 sacks, like unheard of numbers, you know, with sack numbers and stuff, and you got him pinned up, head up in a 4-out or dropping, or trying to rush with 3 against, you know, 5 or 6, you're killing it. And I'm not just talking about him. There's plenty of other ones out there. 15 can rush. Like, let them guys go play football, and let's see what happens. If you're gonna put up 52, let's go be aggressive and give up 52. Let's go put a quarterback out of the game and go give up 52. I would rather have that and say, damn, we might have gave up 52, but I can tell you this: we whooped their ass. They are hurt. We had people flying around getting their ass whooped everywhere. Okay.
Exactly, because I want to go back to the coverage part. My last year, Bama won that championship. We ran 2 damn coverages, 6 and 7.
Jeremy Pruitt.
And everybody just played. Cause like we knew them boys up front was gonna get home.
All day.
And they don't get home now. So how do you run man-to-man coverage as much as you do and you're not getting pressure? It's not happening. You can have the best secondary in the world. If you're not forcing that ball to come out fast, they're going to get beat.
But that's the same thing with dropping 8 to me. Like, there's a time and a place. You don't do it 100 times a game. You know, you giving them all day. They're going to sit down in your windows like, come on. You know,
and they physically whooped us up front. And like my coach used to tell me, you give up 52 points, your ass deserve to lose.
Now, Bo, we're sitting there in our group chat on Saturday, and you said that it looked like we came out playing scared. And fast forward 2 days later, Will Anderson's acknowledging that fact. You were on leadership committee.
Not only Will Anderson,
you guys,
Nick Saban acknowledged it.
Yeah, and you guys were the undisputed leaders of your respective teams. When the leader of the team is sitting here and saying anxiety is the issue or the reason why you weren't able to perform, what does that do to the locker room?
You need to go get some damn guys that don't have anxiety. It's all right to have butterflies before a game. Like, we didn't play this some big-ass game. Butterflies is cool because, you know, that's just the environment and everything. But as soon as my ass step on the field and the first damn play happened, I'm all in, I'm locked in, I'm ready to go. damn anxiety, damn being scared. If you scared, I don't need you on the field with me. Point blank period.
If you scared, you at the wrong damn school. And I'll say this. I started as a redshirt freshman at middle linebacker. Yeah, we had seniors, we had captains, we had leadership the whole nine. But this young redshirt freshman, I went out there and commanded the respect of my teammates, held their ass accountable, and checked all of them, whether they were captain or senior. I didn't give a damn because we were here to do a job. And if I had seen one of them was scared, I'd have, as John said, that ain't the guy for the job. Get his ass out of there. You can't go out there with anxiety. What the fuck? You playing a contact sport.
You know
what's
crazy?
Anxiety? Go be a fucking cheerleader. Excuse my language.
Hey, the only thing that I can honestly say that I was ever anxious about is saying, how can I make the play before this dude behind me makes a play before he makes a play? Like, that's my anxiety. Like, I got to go make this play. I'm finna whoop this man's ass, do my job, and I'm finna go make this play. I got to get there before he does.
And the whole game, we talking shit to each other.
You know,
Cause it's crazy you said it. Cause I remember me, Reed, Jonathan Allen, before every play, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go get this play. I'm gonna make this play. You gonna make this play? Yeah. I'm gonna get them for you. Like, we made the shit fun. Regardless, football tough. We all know it's tough, but you got to make the shit fun and go play. Like, damn pressure, man.
Listen, man. Every play, I tried to neutralize somebody's ass. I didn't give a damn who it was. Offensive lineman, wide receiver, running. If you were in the vicinity of the ball, I was trying to neutralize your ass so you was done for the damn game. Right. I don't know why.
I ain't gonna lie. I would do the same thing to some of our offensive linemen at Alabama just to get them tough. Let's go.
In practice. Hell yeah. I know find out what you made in practice before we got on this damn field with an opponent. So I'm gonna kick your ass right now.
Right. Let me tell you something about Cam Robinson. I never forget. This is my last year, and like you knew we had some dogs on the offensive front, but Cam Robinson is one guy that stood out to me. But going into that bowl prep, you can ask Bo. We legit fought every day. Him, Ashawn Robinson, Jerry, and all them boys, they hooking out there before we get to going. And I think Coach Saban knew we was all in good hands because we was prepared and ready because we was fighting each other. So shit, I'm tired of fighting y'all. Let me go kick their ass right quick and go on about our business. So, like, you got to have guys with that mentality and some people that hungry, man, because shit, I didn't play my first 2 years at Bama. Like, for me, when we knew we made it, the guys I played with is when we seen our damn name and we turned around on that big-ass screen in the stadium. I'm Reggie Ragland from Huntsville, Alabama, linebacker. Right. That's how I knew I was goddamn getting ready to play. That's what I wanted to play for. Damn, trying to NIL deal, shit. I just wanted to get on the field and play.
Man, listen.
But they trying to get there before they even hit the field.
Man,
I wanted to be better than Buck Shaws and the Dante Hightowers and all them like that. Man, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be better than you today,
man. Listen, you gotta understand that standard. When you look at the Dantes, the Rolandos, the Cornelius Bennett's, the Derek Odins, all these great linebackers that played at Alabama, that standard is not being upheld right now. It's not. Right. And hell, I could go out there with 2 bad knees and rush for damn 50 yards on 8 carries right now. Hell, because ain't nobody gonna tackle shit.
Right. Right. And that's the thing, they gotta do something up front too, though. They gotta get off blocks and stuff. They gotta quit letting
technique is horrible, man.
The thing about it is you gotta practice.
The technique is horrible.
You're gonna get hit.
Not coaching.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta practice that. So that's on the coaches too. We ain't getting our blocks and shit. We just stare at them and they'll run to you. No. Do your job, peek, press, snatch, release, get off, and go get the damn ball. It ain't coming to you. It ain't just going to you, you know?
You know, I was actually coached by one of the greatest linebackers to play at Alabama, Jeff Rousey. And you know what Coach Rousey's, his words to me were every day? Run to his ass and through his ass. And I said, damn right, Coach. And that's exactly what we went and did. But again, when you're being coached properly and you got a coach that's on your side and that's going to put you in the right position, teach you everything you need to know, you better go fucking win. I don't see it all adding up right now. We're missing some pieces somewhere because you can't win recruiting titles year in and year out and you going out there getting your ass handed to you.
Right.
That don't add up. That ain't 2 + 2 is 4. Something ain't right somewhere.
Man, I'm always saying
they're scared
like,
to tell you something. They scared to make a play. They scared.
I'm always say it's gonna be on the players' hands because shit, you the ones out there playing the game. Yeah, the coach got to teach you certain things to make sure you're in position. But the players, at the end of the day, you got to have that mentality. You either a dog or you not. You either gonna stand up or you not. That's a mentality thing from within.
Reggie, I got one question for you though. Is it not the coach's job that if a kid is not doing what he's supposed to do, to get the next man up ready to go do the damn job?
Most definitely.
That's all I'm saying. If they ain't getting it done, you telling me between all these damn 4 and 5 stars you got, you don't have somebody who can get the damn job.
Let me ask you this: how hard are they pushing them to get it done? Man, I used to get real. I'm talking about ass chewing.
Bo Davis.
Yeah, man, you know it,
Bo Davis.
Oh,
Davis.
That's what we need.
Not to blow up.
I love Bo.
God damn it. You know, I mean, every day, all day, somebody's in your ass. All right. Are they still getting that treatment? Because that goes along.
No. Because they have anxiety and they're getting timeout cards for emotional stress.
Hold on. This is the first time I've ever heard any team on the planet, college, NFL, Little League, high school, say that they had damn anxiety before they came out of damn tunnel. I ain't heard a Little League team say that before they broke through the damn paper. So you mean to tell me the greatest football team on the planet in college football?
Marvin said broke through the paper.
So now they need antidepressant medicine now, some shit.
They need self-assurance circles.
So they can fucking perform? What the hell?
Bro said bust through the paper.
Maybe they had that NIL deal was on the line and it's just too much pressure for them. I don't know.
They not hungry.
I remember my freshman year at Alabama, and you know how the money situation is. Man, I was getting $35 a month for my school check, and the rest of it was going to a Brian Hall. $35 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Strong.
eventually, and then by the time I became a junior, they finally was like, okay, the cost of attendance, we'll get a little bit more money if you off campus. Cool, but I'm getting $35 a month. What the hell I'm gonna do with $35 a month? Hey, you damn right, I'm mad. I'm gonna go ahead and play my ass off and play.
After your Bama cash is gone, nothing.
They're probably getting a little bit more than we were though, you know, because when we were established, they moved in there, you know, they getting all that good stuff. See, y'all's team room was our down weight room. I walked in there. I said, what's going on here? They got too many games and stuff, or too many distractions.
See, we didn't have none of that.
Business.
All we had was football.
Business. Like, this ain't no kiddie game. Like, we had a ping pong table and a pool table.
Hey man,
one of the biggest distractions for them.
We had 2 couches and 1 TV. That was it. We played football. Our players' lounge was 2 couches and 1 TV. We wasn't there for fucking shits and giggles. We was here to kick ass and get this money at the next level and get the hell on.
I know if they doing it like I know Reggie and them done it. If they still doing it like that, you ain't got time to do all that, didn't you?
We didn't.
Yeah, time. You know, because I be honest with you, I ain't trying to be in there that long anyway. Because I'm already dreading practice because I already know what we about to get into.
You say it's for recruiting, but that recruit's coming in here because he knows he got a chance to go to the league to make a lot of money. Not for the video games.
Especially when Coach TJ was in that locker room too.
Man, TJ, that's my guy.
Oh, TJ.
I'm a squat jump your fucking ass.
See, y'all don't understand. Big T was the head strength coach when I got to
I love
Alabama.
Coach TJ. That's my dog.
That's my guy, man.
Him and Coach Martin. And when I say him and Coach Martin went out there and tortured us every damn day. And they made sure we were ready for what we needed to be ready for when the time came. And man, I don't think that something's missing somewhere because again, you can't win recruiting titles every year and it's not translating to the field.
They're getting these kids that they're saying, what can Bama do for me? Not what can I do for Bama. You know what I'm saying? You got to go in with that mindset. Like, this is my school, this is what I picked. Screw this transfer portal and all that. All right. This is the school I picked. I'm finna give it my all, you know.
Can I ask you a question?
If I give it my all, then it's gonna give it all of that back to
Mr. Gentry. Can I ask you a question, Mr. Gentry?
What's up, babe?
One of the things that I've noticed over the past probably 6 years, maybe 8 years, you started to see something occurring with Alabama football. You've seen a shift to more nationwide recruiting from all over, opposed to where it used to be just the Southeast with a sprinkle of kids from across the country. Now it's from all over. So it's not the kids who grew up watching Alabama. It's not the kids who grew up, hey, I'm going to Bama, baby. This is what it is. Now it's just the kids that they went and found who the best of the best across the country who feel like they owed something.
There you go. There you
But
go.
also, I think that these kids don't understand the culture that or the process now. They're looking at it as, oh, this is something that I can put on my Instagram now, so I can get more attention. They're more concerned about being Insta famous and getting likes. I mean, hell, right after the game, they're posting pictures and putting little cute little taglines underneath it after a loss. What are you doing on Instagram?
Man, I remember he used to be quiet as a
Post that
church
got me
mouse.
on the podcast is the first post, like true post that I post. Like it got me on the podcast. I've never been that social media person, you know. Like I said, I've been coaching in the college football game for the past, almost 10 years. But I've seen it every day, all day. You know, it's Instagram models. That's what they want to be. You know, I think it's killing the society nowadays with our kids because that's all they think about. You know, you see them all the time. They couldn't come on here and have a podcast and talk. You know, they don't know how to communicate face to face. They don't know how to do things like that. You know, and to me that relates to on the field. You know, if you worried about what's on Instagram, why you supposed to be worrying about how to put my hands inside on this certain type of block or whatever, then you're losing on the field. You know, you're gonna kill your team. Like it's a trickle effect. You know, so. I hate social media, but it's the world now, and you got to know how to use it and manage it. If you're gonna do it, manage it.
Well, let me ask you and Reggie this both. Do y'all not agree? So goes the middle linebacker, so goes the defense.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah,
Dante
no doubt.
Brady.
No doubt.
And when you watch the middle linebacker play today on today's team, it just ain't there. That ain't it.
No,
It ain't no coming down here, resetting the line.
A little more.
Coming downhill, taking on that guard, taking on that tackle, reestablishing that line of scrimmage. It ain't happening. To be a great middle linebacker, you got to have that skill set to where you can hat in hand that damn guard, tackle, or center, whoever trying to climb up to you, get off that damn block and hit that running back in his damn mouth.
No doubt.
If you can't do all of the above, move to the outside because it ain't happening right now. Right. And as long as your middle is wide open, offensive coordinator can do whatever the hell he wants to do. Because he knows I can run the draw. Now I can start opening up screens because they fear me running the ball up the middle. So now I'm just going to pull it up, throw a screen to the outside because everybody thinks it's coming up the middle. They open up so much stuff by not being able to control the middle.
All right. But Marv, let me ask you this. How much you weighed in college?
245.
Them boys like 230 now. Them boys can't withstand them big mugs coming up in there.
They better get their weight up.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying. But if we're not getting our blocks like that, let's change up the front a little bit. Get them boys to moving so guys can hit the gaps and going.
That's what I'm saying. But
if guys can't have hands, let's do that.
Talking about with Will Anderson, if you let him come off the edge, look, he gonna shut down half of the offensive plays coming that way. Like just let him come off the edge. He's gonna shut down half of that. But you got to get them guys up front coming off. Like they gotta go. They gotta go play football.
They gotta go, man.
They gotta go. Alabama's been dominant. I don't care. You go look at the Clemson, you go look at Ohio State, you go look at all them. When they are dominant on defense, it's because that front can go get you. All right. They're gonna come get you. Yeah. Then you can have average corner, whatever it is. I don't care because quarterback ain't got no time. It affects him when he does. When he does have a chance to throw it and he throws, it still affects. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You put them dominant DBs in there. Now you got that dominant defense. So
man, I can't lie. We have some boys with us though.
I gotta bring something up, guys. This has to be the most undisciplined team of the Nick Saban era. Today, out of 131 teams in the country, we are ranked 131st in penalties. And we had 17 against Tennessee. Make sense. We're in the 8th game of the season,
that stat one more time,
and we're still having the same problems we've had all year and the past 3 years, if you want to be honest. This does not resemble at all what the culture that you guys instilled on those defenses.
Lack of discipline. I'll say this. When I played, we didn't get penalized a lot, but we would get penalties. And my coach, he knew I was going to get a penalty every once in a while because I'm going to go let somebody know that we heal. Right. And he knew I'm going to take one of them every once in a while, but it was for the good of, hey, we let them know right now what it is. But even that, it's stupid penalties that they get. Just stupid penalties.
Man, okay. My thing with so Henry Toa got one a couple weeks ago, right? At the like getting in the
That
guy's
late
face,
hit?
make a play.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna tell you
shoved the guy. Yeah.
At the end, bro, we don't do that, bro.
No.
Like I get it. You got the you gonna be put, but we ain't gonna do that because we off the fucking field.
That's control.
And I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm on the field more than 4 plays, I'm tired of shit already. I'm trying to get my ass off the field, bro. As a leader, you can't do that. I get it, the intensity and all that, but we gotta get off the field because I know one thing. I'm gonna tell you that now. Ashawn Robinson and Jaron Reed, them boys were cussing my ass out if I do some shit like that, and they might put their hands on me because them big ass boys are tired.
I know
already
Ashawn
themselves.
would. I know Ashawn would.
Man,
Them boys already big and tired. I ain't trying to piss none of them off. So good, cool. Let's get the hell off this field. Stop all that, man. And like that's what you said. A lack of discipline comes from
self-inflicted penalties that absolutely will kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Kill you every time.
Targeting, the hitting. You know, you in the moment.
That's one thing.
You know what I'm saying? But you call
dumb ass shit like that. That's dumb. That's dumb. You the leader. You don't do no shit like that.
Right.
One thing I had to bring up, we talked briefly about before we jumped on the air, and all the Bama fans are talking about it, and that was the referees. Of course, the calls, a lot of them were missed, a lot of them were egregious, no question at all. But one thing I think we can all agree on, our performance should not come down to a referee's call or missed call. We're supposed to dominate the guy across from us. So I want to hear what y'all have to say about it. I want everybody in the chat to hear what you have to say about it. Because it shouldn't come down to a ref. Referee doesn't score 52 points against you. Referee does not cause you to have 17 penalties.
No. You know, that's the thing. You got to do your job. And that's what it comes down to. They're looking for you're Alabama. I'm sorry. You want you the target. They don't want you on the map no more. They're gonna look for every little thing. So what are you doing as a player to make sure that doesn't happen? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing as a coach to make sure that my player is not letting that happen, you know, to affect my team? You know, it goes, it's a trickle, you know, but what it all comes down to is the players. You know, they got to understand that you're out there. You're in this situation. You practice this situation to be prepared to win it, whatever it is. So don't get anxiety or freak out. You know what I'm saying? During the moment, you know it's happening. You got to be ready to do it. You know what I'm saying?
And
that
me
word
personally,
today, I just heard that thing right before I got on this cast, and it's bothered me ever since.
And me personally,
that dude right there is a dog.
Me personally, you don't get penalties when you're taking it at them.
Mm.
If you're going at them, you don't get penalties.
Mm.
So all this anxiety shit, bullshit, man, I'm sorry. Fuck all that anxiety shit. Play the game. You've been playing the game. Only difference between the game you play here and then you played in Texas is a little bit more people in the stands. A little bit more. Who gives a damn who's watching?
You said it right there. We made the game. We made the rules. You play by our rules. We are the game.
You think about it. When you're the enforcer, it's a different ball game. We are not the enforcer. We are the hunted. Exactly. And these boys is not making it easy because they're out there with these skirts on, tucking their damn tail, talking about anxiety. I've never heard a football player say he had damn anxiety a day. And I'm sorry, you got anxiety, but you playing football in Bryant-Denny Stadium on a regular basis, SEC stadiums on a regular basis in front of 80 to 100,000 people. But you got anxiety? You ain't going on a date with a new damn woman. You playing the game. You've been playing since you was 5.
Nick, they don't even sing the fight song no more before walking out in the field.
Wait, what?
They don't even sing it no more. They don't even sing it no more.
Not only that, Reggie, they don't even chant no more. Ain't no chant, ain't no barking going on. I remember when y'all played.
What in the world is going on?
We talking about being filthy physical,
man,
before the game.
I remember, Reggie, when y'all was out there, y'all almost fought the whole Georgia team in 2015.
Look at here.
Man,
I went to one college game growing up, all right? And it was when I was in high school. It was the Virginia Tech Auburn game. I was fortunate enough to go with one of my friends, got some tickets. All right. Never really, I grew up, you know, I got Alabama fans on one side, I got Auburn fans on the other side, but I grew up Florida State, you know, being honest with you, / Alabama. But when I first heard that come out song, all right, coming out of there, I'm talking about, like, I literally had tears drop down my face. I was like, this is real. This is something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they got that same feel no more. Right?
It don't, man. Because I know once I heard that, I'm ready to scrap the Bobo. I'm ready to go.
Man, baby, it's just like
I'm ready.
You know, you finna go kill somebody. Yeah,
Man,
say that. You feel it is what it is. Like I got to go out there thinking that way. It's either him or me.
all my teammates knew. Don't even talk to me in the tunnel because they knew. Get the hell away from that dude because he on 1,000 right now.
Right.
He ain't no telling what he liable to do because he finna go out here and unleash hell fury on everybody across from him. They knew. Don't even talk to him in the tunnel. Man,
Right.
what? Like, how do you not get? Like, the fact that he was just thinking about coming out the tunnel, I get chills from that shit because I feel like when it's go time, you got anxiety.
Right now. Right.
The hell? I can't even fathom the fact that you play for Alabama and you have anxiety in the damn tunnel. You ought to come out that tunnel knowing you finna kill every damn thing in front of you, knowing that everybody on the other side of that field is inferior, that they ain't got a chance in hell, that I'm about to go take your nuts from you. I'm about to make your mama cry so I'm wearing your ass out. How the hell you got anxiety?
But I'm gonna tell you this though. The great thing about it, all the shit we talk about is fixable.
Yeah, play the young guys. Let the young boys do what they need to do.
It's all fixable.
He gonna fix it.
He about to fix it. Oh, he finna fix it. You know how Saban is. You know he finna fix it.
I mean, the man had already said twice this week, personnel change is coming.
But we've heard a lot of lip service for a long time, and the same problem still exists. So I'm tired of hearing the lip service. I want to see action on the field.
Right.
I mean, I'm just going to call it like it is. Yeah, you can give all these little rousing speeches and great little clips to put in the media and at press conferences and little quotes to put on Twitter and Instagram and the Bama page, whatever. Stop the talking. Just go out and play Bama ball.
That's it.
True.
Like, just the thought of it is just like it's weighing on me because again, the fact that when you have all this talent, what are we really doing with it? You know, what are we really doing with all this talent that we have? Because again, if you have the #1 recruiting class year after year after year, there should not be any deficits. There shouldn't be any rebuilding because everybody said it last year. It was a rebuilding year. The team was young. They bring back 9 defensive starters, and this is supposed to be the greatest defense of the Saban era. Yeah. Bullshit. This is the worst damn defense I've ever damn seen. If you look at Alabama's defensive stats the last 3.5 years, they have progressively gotten worse every year. And over that 3.5-year period, no other 3.5-year period have the stats been as bad. You would have to go back to mid to early 2000s to come up across stats that fucking bad, and it still wasn't 3.5 years of the shit.
Right.
Jarvis brings up a good point here. I want to hear about players only meetings, guys. One thing that was very prevalent when y'all were there, self-policing. Y'all had pride.
On the damn field. We didn't wait till the game was over. I checked that shit when it counted. I ain't waiting till we got our ass kicked to call the players on you, me. Hey, it's the second quarter. We getting that something ain't right. Come on, let's bring your ass. Let's fix this shit on the sideline. So when we go back out here, ain't no problem no damn more.
Hey, Bo, you remember when we lost to Ole Miss and we had that meeting, right?
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama got called out in that meeting.
Right.
But shit, but that's how it gotta be. You gotta check your shit at the door, man.
That's it.
Because like, to be truthfully, if we're being honest, Tennessee's a good team. But they didn't do nothing special to just beat us. Everything was self-inflicted. Like, and even though the defense got put in bad field position, one thing your ass wasn't gonna do is get in that fucking end zone. You might kick a field goal, but your ass ain't getting in the end zone.
Right.
It's all about pride. At the end of the game, yeah, we'll miss that damn kick. So the fuck what? You know, in a 2-minute situation like that, do not let the ball get thrown in the middle of the field. And what happened fucking twice at the end of the game?
Right.
Football IQ, man.
That's it.
Football IQ. So we can sit here and say all this shit about that, but football IQ on these boys, man, you know at the end of the game, do not let them motherfuckers throw in the middle of the field.
No.
And if they do, lay on their ass so the clock run. Damn.
Exactly. And what happened? So they're not playing good complementary football with each other right now, man. They're not at all. Cause like every time I know the offense get on the field, Bryce gonna do what he got to do. But I ain't gonna lie, when the defense get on there, I'm a little shaky because I don't see them boys getting off the field. I'm a little shaky.
They don't want to though. You know that we used to get pissed. Now, you know, people say don't take first down. You got right. No. We were like when I tell you we gave up a yard, like you didn't get in your motherfucking game. You know it was nonstop. Somebody was getting cut out like over that 1 yard. Like dude, it's 2nd and 9. That's how you think now. But then you thought the world fell off. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? They got a yard. Like, we got to fix that, you know?
Man, but them boys just got to get their shit together and just go play, man. Just play.
You brought up several times. A lot of people are throwing blame at Will Reichard. Okay, Bo, I want to ask you about this. As good as Jace McClellan was running, as good as Jahmyr Gibbs was running, why were we not handing the ball off on those last 3 plays? They couldn't stop us. All we had to do was run the ball. One, we run the clock out for one. We don't give them any time on the clock. 2, at worst, you have Will Reichard in the middle of the field kicking a beeline, not from the right hash.
Why the hell are we going sideways?
Right. Yeah, but we hadn't heard from you tonight, man. I want to hear your thoughts, man. Because
where you at,
because you're one of the most well-spoken guys on here, and like I said, every time I put a clip of you up, it goes crazy. So,
because you like you know what type of guy I am. I'm a type of guy that all about doing the right thing and following the rules. And Reggie, you can agree with me on this. And so we didn't wear no damn green mouthpiece because we ain't green. Like, why we got green mouthpiece in that?
Why the mouthpiece is hanging from your helmet anyway? We never did none of that shit.
No, we don't do that. And we got and another thing, I said this maybe 2 or 3 times. We got transfers over there that doesn't know the traditional Alabama, that doesn't know the standard. We got too many prima donnas and individual players over there that's worried about themselves in their NIL. That's the problem. They worried about cash money. They're not worried about winning the national championship like we did. They're not worried about the 10 minutes of celebration like we wanted. I mean, I don't know what else it could be as far as those guys with that money and it getting to them. And some of the guys probably don't even know struggling with the playbook. That's probably one of the deals,
right?
Because it look like they don't know what the hell they doing out there. They look like they timid.
You're right, Bo. Because at the end, because you saw the last play he tried to throw, the last ball he threw to Jermaine, and Bryce was like, "Why you try to? You should have came down more inside of it." So, like, play the guys that know what the hell they doing, know what's going on. I get it. You got all these transfers coming in, man. Look at it. If they talking about they want the ball, get your ass off the route and get open.
But you know what, though, man? We got a lot of soft-ass dudes on this team. Because, Reggie, you might agree with this, you might not. But I knew back when I played, I wore that mouthpiece because I knew the way I hit people, I wasn't trying to knock myself into a seizure. So, clearly, they ain't even worried about the aspect of knocking their own self out. They ain't wearing a mouthpiece because they don't know what it really does to protect you when you damn full contact and you playing lights out. So, I don't get it. Why are we so damn soft across the board? I don't get it.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't hear you. My camera went off for a second. Say that one more time.
Because I'm talking about the benefits of wearing that mouthpiece and how it prevents seizure.
Because their position
I don't wear a mouthpiece.
Is soft. That's the problem.
I don't wear a mouthpiece.
Position coach is soft.
Yeah.
And Reggie know Colt Burns and Kirby Smart and Cristobal and Bobby Weed and all them guys. Man, when they had us ready to go.
Man, had us ready to go. Special teams never looked this damn bad. I need Bobby to come on back.
Bro, we need a lot of people to come back.
Reggie.
Man, Bobby and Cristobal. We need both of them.
Right. Reggie. Meet me behind
Cristobal getting that good money.
Reggie, meet me behind Jax.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm on the way. Let's go.
And you bring up a good point. A lot of people are so fixated on getting these top tier athletes out of the transfer portal, but they don't understand the Bama culture. They don't understand the process. They're just thinking, okay, if I go to Bama, I'm going to be in that first round level next year. I'm going to be head to the draft right after. They don't understand it. And the other thing is they haven't played together either. So they don't just automatically gel. And I think people are missing that point.
Look, man, I'm going to say this, and I made this point before. They treating Nick Saban like Indeed.com, man. That's what they're doing. They treating Nick Saban like Indeed.com. You come to Alabama, your resume go to the front of the table. They using Coach Saban for that, man.
Shoot, we found Pete Golden on Craigslist.
The Craigslist, I was thinking more like the back of the damn wanted ad.
Save a lot.
But a lot of these kids.
I can tell you about the coaching aspect, of trying to get hired. All right. Because people's walked in there and tried to get hired at Alabama. Let's play for them and everything. But it's too much daddy got me this job over here that he don't know nothing about how to coach football. No, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never had to go in there and strike a guard coming up to the second level or none of that. Like, you got to understand, like, if you ain't never played or you ain't never played at that type of level, you better go find every niche that you can to make sure that them players know what to do. All right? Unless you've done it before yourself. Or they're going
so I can honestly say, like, the Bama Standard for me. I didn't play till I was a junior, right? And that's partially because, well, that's the main reason, because I struggle with the playbook, right? But you know why I struggle with the playbook? Because I wouldn't sit my ass down after meetings and looking at the shit. Bad as I wanted to play, I was still down here struggling, not looking at the shit. Okay, cool, but if I say my ass want to play, let me take 15 minutes in the morning and at least 15 at night right before I go to sleep. So when I wake up, it's fresh on my mind. That's the last thing I looked at. And then I started making adjustments for myself to be able to get my ass on the field. And then when I got my opportunity to play, I thrived and I ran with the shit. I went from not being on no draft board to by the time my junior year, I was ready to either go in the first or second round in the damn NFL. Because I put the work in. Mm-hmm. Like, we can blame these coaches all day. And my favorite coach of all time is on the staff right now, Son City.
No, that's my dog.
That's my dog to this day.
Yes.
That's my dog.
That dude, I promise
love that
you,
dude, man.
I promise you, you're part of the mafia. I promise you, you're part of the mafia.
Man, and he's the reason I came to Alabama. He's the reason I came to Alabama. Even though he left and went to Tennessee, he said, "Stay your ass at Alabama." Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I wanted to go with him to Tennessee when he was there. And that's how much of a bond.
He gave me my first opportunity.
Man, shout out, man, one of the coolest dudes. But you can also see who's prepared every weekend. His guys get it every weekend. Will, Dallas, all them boys. Because he was there when the standard was the standard. He knows what he knows.
But
still, at the end of no, I think he's still outside.
He's still here outside. He's still here.
Yeah, he's still outside. But at the end of the day,
he coached the inside.
Well, hold on. Hold on. They brought in a new coach for the outside. Now they moved Sal off the field.
That's what I thought. They moved him off.
You can tell.
He coached the inside.
Yeah, they moved Sal off the field. They got all
I know is Will Anderson ain't saying this.
You know what? I'll tell you this though. I grew up selling Cokes in Bryant-Denny Stadium from 1989 till 1994. So I got to watch so much great Alabama football. And I'll be honest with you, I would sell Cokes the first half, and the second half, I would watch the games because it's Alabama football.
Right.
So I watched it at an early age. I was 10 years old, could barely lift up the damn tray, but I knew I wanted to go to that game. And I could get a little bit of money. So I took my little 10-year-old ass out there and struggled, and I sold them damn Cokes and got what I needed to get, and I watched the game. So I always knew the standard. Again, I watched them boys win a national championship in 92. Sold Cokes at every regular season game. I got to see it all firsthand. So when I got to Alabama, I knew it's only one thing I'm here to do, and that's to kill everything in front of me and execute. And to Reggie's point, I knew playbook was going to be the most difficult thing. So I made it a point to talk to Jeff Rousey on a regular basis, and I would schedule time with him before meetings Coach, I just want to sit down with you, walk me through football. And what he actually taught me was he taught me personnel groupings and how to read the different personnel groupings and what plays can be run out of personnel groupings, because not every play can be ran out of every personnel grouping. He taught me the game of football, and then he taught me the playbook, how to understand exactly what I'm seeing. So when I went on that field, it wasn't no question about nothing. And I could tell everybody what to damn do and exactly what was coming. But that was because I was invested in the process. And I had a coach who took the time to teach me every aspect of the game.
Right.
But it did require me to ask him, because had I not said, hey, coach, I want to learn what all this means coming out of high school, they don't teach you all that. If I hadn't asked, he wouldn't have taught me all that. But I knew what I wanted. So I knew to go to the person who could give me what I needed to get what I wanted. And that's why I started as a redshirt freshman. That's why I got my first plaque my first year as an all-SEC player. That's why I led the SEC in tackles, because I knew what I wanted, and I put the work in to go get it.
You got to put the work in, and you can evident that them guys is not putting the work in that they should be off the field. Because I'm knowing Coach Saban. Coach Saban's going to give you everything you need, but you got to study that damn playbook.
Right.
Yeah.
Study the groupers.
And understand
like,
what the offense is doing. Football is a game of chess. Again, when you see the different sets, you know what's coming off the sets based upon their alignment.
Right.
If somebody covered up, you know they finna run a damn screen. Running back one by one, back behind the quarterback, you're looking at a draw screen. You know, if they tight set, you probably finna get a pick route. You already know all this.
And if the damn running back motion and it's 3-by-1 and it goes to 4-by-1 overload, you know they throwing the damn ball to the damn running back. Scoot your ass out there and go run his ass down.
Right. And then be ready for the double moves off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's simple, man. Ain't nothing changed.
Nothing's changed. Even though Reggie said they only ran 2 sets when we played, but Steve Spurrier was the coach in Florida. They ran 4 and 5 wides. So they
was getting it. They was getting it over there.
Got a question from the audience. Don Parker, your thoughts on Marquise Mays' tweets? I don't know if y'all saw what he posted recently. I'll read it out. He said, "These are the most message-sending players I've ever seen. Everything they think, and you show us. Quit all that crying because you lost, and fix the problems and go win us a natty. The standard is to never give up no damn 52 points. So enough of all that talk. Show it."
Because I'm going to tell you this now. Every week, they put up the same damn shit.
Every week.
2.5.
2.8.
It's 3.0 yards, or was it 2.5 yards a carry?
2.
I think it was
2.5. I think it's
2.5, 13 or less points, and you wanted to go like shit,
so
at least 7 for 10 on third. Yeah, so many turnovers.
Yeah.
Man, look here. Ain't no damn way we get in that red area. You just gonna score goddamn touchdowns on us.
No.
Like
that. But Reggie, let me ask you something. How many times were you on the field and you snatch folks up when they out of line and they ain't doing what they supposed to do? Did you get them together on the field?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I let them big motherfuckers do that because that's what they were doing. I'm the one who kept everybody together. As far as like, I'm a mentally mess with you. Like, I'm gonna know what to say to you as a person, and I'm gonna know how to get you to click. Because you can ask Bo. I would talk to every damn body, and I would know something about you personally and non-personally to say to get you to going.
But you know, Reggie, that goes back to understanding your personnel, because we all know you can't talk to a defensive lineman the same way you talk to a cornerback who think he damn all world.
No, defensive lineman, everybody knows defensive lineman, you gotta be different. You gotta be special here in a certain type of way, you know, and you gotta coach them that way. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta coach them that way. It is what it is. But
we coached each other.
Right.
We coached each other.
See, I knew.
Jail.
Well, there was no cussing. All our cussing was on offense. You know, AJ McCarron and Barry Jones and them, they cut. You didn't have to do that with us, to me, with Dante and all that. We jailed so much like we knew. And when somebody messed up, like, you ain't had to say nothing. You felt it. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
You better fix it.
Right. But do you see that now, though?
No.
That's my whole point.
Because it's selfish football right now. I don't get it. I gave up personally. I'm hurt. Oh, Nah,
I ain't
come
gonna
on.
lie to you. To me personally, it don't even look like they sit on the back of Brian on the stoop and just kick the shit with each other.
Hey, they don't do that.
It don't even look like it. Cause we used to sit on that thing for hours. Bring out the boom box and just talk.
I was
Barbecue grill, all type of
stuff.
stuff.
Doing my thing
Man.
behind Brian, and I'll be watching Brandon Dedrick and people like Eric Enders out there. They sweating their ass until 1 o'clock in the morning, racing, trying to beat each other. Like I'm talking about over.
Yeah.
It's like, just
that's
stupid.
The type of bond and chemistry I want. Cause I know mentally, I know
like,
what type of cat I got.
I got Eric. You know, I got Dougie. All right, well, it is what it is. We're gonna stay out here until 1 o'clock in the morning and let them race over.
We always knew we could walk outside and some of our teammates would be out there.
Man, if that damn stoop could talk, the shit it'll say.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, guys, we get a chance to kind of get right back in the driver's seat towards the SEC championship against Mississippi State. Stephen, if you will kind of lead us off, tell us what to expect about Mississippi State, and was the blueprint set on how Mike Leach can beat us based on what we saw from Tennessee?
Mississippi State gonna run the same thing. They're gonna run the same thing with Will Rogers. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be 50 passes, death by 1,000 cuts, 50 passes. 50 passes, and the secondary got to be ready for it. It's going to be 50 passes. You know Mike Leach is not going to run the ball. We've seen this since the days of Texas Tech and Washington State. He ain't going to run the ball. So he's going to put Will Rogers in the shotgun and being like, you see what Hendon Hooker just did? You do it.
And that's the thing. It's gonna be on. I'm not putting nothing on our DBs this game. It's on our front to go get the quarterback because you know he's throwing the ball. You know you get to pin your ears back. Hey, look at here. I'm going to react to the run. I'm going to go hammer it when it happens. But I know right now I got to go get this quarterback. I can't give him time no more.
Right.
I can't give him time no more. Can't do it. I gotta
work your move and go.
And I got to get him comfortable by going to affect his ass. It's just that simple.
You give him all day to throw, we screwed.
That's why I used to tell my guys when I coach, let me stick your ass back there and have to cover. For 5 to 10 seconds. Let me see how your ass feels. Go get the quarterback. You got 2 seconds, not 2.5. You got 2 seconds. Make your first move. You better win on your first move 9 times out of 10. And you better know exactly what you're supposed to hit. You know what I'm saying? So they got to get back to the aggression, man. It just race to the football.
Man, we got to be the enforcer, man. We got to take it on people like we used to do. It's football.
Enforcer.
Plays is going to happen. It's part of the game. That man is just as good as you. But when you playing good together and you know if your brother mess up, that's just like a defensive lineman jump out his gap. I'm gonna tell him why the play is going on. Just stay there. I got you. Just stay there. Complimentary football, man. We just got to go out there and do what the fuck we're supposed to do because we got the players. It's that mindset got to kick in. We all gonna eat.
Everybody gonna eat. When it's your time to eat, that's when you go eat. Now, whether on you, if you go make it or not, that's on you too. But you gonna get a chance, and when you get your chances, you gonna get more than one. Go eat.
Yeah.
Go eat.
Like Reggie said, we gotta be the enforcer, hands down, because nobody fears Alabama anymore. So they ain't finna just go out here and lay down because you pulled up. They know a lot of y'all wearing skirts now because you got anxiety. They ain't finna just lay down. So you might as well go ahead and get your mind right that you finna get everybody's A game from here on out. Because you done told the world you got fucking anxiety.
Right.
So if I find out you got anxiety, I'm really finna try to take it to your ass 10 times harder than I would have any damn way. So they really better get their asses ready now. Because I guarantee you, every other team they play, they coach, hey, they had anxiety against Tennessee. Let's get their ass another reason to have some more damn anxiety. Make their ass tuck their fucking tails under their damn skirts and go home. Because again, you done told the world you got anxiety. I would have never said no shit like that. How the hell you gonna?
This is great, Tina. Great here. This is great.
He's right though. How the hell?
He's right.
And you are the most dominant historic program in the history of college football, and you say you got anxiety. How the hell you say you got anxiety?
Bro, I'm so weak as y'all.
So now we need the team doctor to prescribe Percocets or some more shit.
They're gonna have self-affirmation circles.
Look here. Okay. Let me say this then. If I had anxiety before a game, my shit went away as soon as I looked at all my teammates' eyes because I knew them boys was gonna go. All that shit going out the door.
The way
Oh,
y'all
that
played,
shit
I
going
watched
out the
y'all. You
motherfucking
didn't have no
door.
anxiety. Didn't nobody on your defense have anxiety.
That's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
no. From the moment I walked in that
Don't
locker
say nothing
room,
about no damn anxiety.
hey, listen.
It was
The
ass
moment
kicking
I
you
walked,
knew right now. Right now, every team that comes in there knows they got a 50-50 chance to beat Alabama.
exactly.
Every team that you know that played us, you know good and well they come in there like, oh,
Because you know why I ain't got anxiety?
great.
Because you know why? Because when
Say it, Reggie.
when Dak Prescott and all them boys lined up in certain formations, I knew I was gonna get one or two things. That's why my damn anxiety went out the door. Because I prepared and I got right, ready to go.
Anxiety, let me tell you something. From the moment I walked in that locker room and I seen my damn pants and my jersey laid out on that damn chair, I said, oh, it's fucking go time, baby. It wasn't no damn anxiety. It was, I'm finna go fuck up a lot of damn people. That's all
If you
it
were
ever
in the
was.
locker room,
And you went out there and
I
got
probably would have gave you anxiety because I was wondering when I be messing with people during the game. I'm gonna mess with you the whole damn pregame
I
because
was laughing while I was knocking people's asses out.
Hey, Bo. I'm gonna tell you who gave folks anxiety. Tony Brown walking through the pregame warm-up on people.
Yes.
Hey,
We need Tony to come back and speak to the team.
Reggie, no joke, man. Reggie, no joke. I remember I'm at the Missouri game. I'm at the Missouri game. I'm sitting here watching Tony, no shirt on, cold, walking through the whole Missouri lineup. Got their home mental messed up. I just standing, folks.
Man, look at now. They mental was messed up when they turned on the film from the week before, seeing I didn't close on this damn guard, and they didn't see Ruben jumped over the top and smacked his damn running back in his mouth, and they didn't see then Ryan Anderson closed on this counter, boom, make a bitch fall to his knees when he pull on, and then we stand right. That's where the damn anxiety come from.
I had Ryan Anderson on my team. They doing it. They ain't doing that no more, baby.
Man, look here. That's where anxiety come from. When you know I got to pull and run it to this big motherfucker, and my knees gonna buckle like I'm doing the Harlem Shake. That's where you know.
See, that's the thing. Like
this is great.
I know, and Upshaw. I know Mark Barrett. I know all that. Like when I hit you, I'm finna try to kill myself to hit you. I'm sorry. I'm finna die.
Yeah.
Either I'm down or you dying. But I know if we both alive, you hurting, baby. I know
you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it.
I'm smack that ass.
Answer this question right here.
Well, I would have got your big ass. I would have loved to hit your big ass.
I'm gonna tell you about Bo. I'm gonna tell you about Bo. I don't know. Bo, remember this? We was in practice. I came through and I hit Bo ass in the hole, and Bo was like, "Hey man, y'all chill the fuck out right now. Y'all chill."
That's how they got Marking all over the same.
Y'all gotta chill now. Hey,
there was one guy, old Johnson Fowler. Now he'll lower his head. You had to buckle up his ass.
New thing? You talking about new thing?
Knew you had to buckle up.
Man, that's my dog.
Everybody else they saying the same thing. Man, come on, man. We're at practice, man. Cause y'all calm down.
That's what Sean Alexander would do. He thought we was gonna take it easy. I told Dubo, you hit Dubo, stay off of Sean. You better get his ass out of here. Cause as long as he got that ball, his ass getting his work.
Every time. And don't piss me off, cause man, I'd grab them little turbies or something while I was in my stand. I'd throw them in Chance Warren back in them eyes before the snap. Hit them with a pad rub moose sack. They get cursed out. Oh, your fault, not mine, baby. Not bad, but that was that chemistry. At the same time, it was the gel, the whole team, and it was physical. It was dominant, and I think it fed on both sides. And that's what we talk about. One change in 11 can change a team. So it's got to happen.
Gotta happen.
Here's the hard question from the audience here, guys, and a lot of people have been avoiding this. At what point do we blame Saban? He coaches the DBs, doesn't he?
I ain't touching that one.
Yeah,
man. I'm gonna say everything else, Marvin. Why are you?
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say
something. Line drills were always right there by them corner drills, and I get done doing my drills, and then I'll turn around and I'll just watch them coach. I'm
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because I probably spend more time with Saban because he cuts me out 24/7 all the time. Coach Saban is not fucking covering. Coach Saban is not out there playing. You got to take that upon yourself. Coach Saban went and got you because he felt like that you could play the damn position and play. If you watch the game, if you watching the game, you saw early on in the year Kool-Aid struggled a little bit, but did you see them throw a damn pass at him in that game?
No,
because he adjusted and he got it right. I need these other cats to do the same.
So if they not, why are we not playing other people?
Because I ain't gonna lie, 3, he played good the game before. 3 played good the game before. Am I right or wrong? He played good.
He did.
He's a freshman. Is he a freshman? You're a freshman, right?
Red shirt, yeah, freshman.
You're a red shirt.
Yeah.
So he's getting meaningful time. And like, yeah, you're gonna struggle. I remember my first fucking game playing linebacker. Look here. I fucked that game up. I can sit back and say it now. I fucked that game up. And you know what? Coach Saban stood beside me and he kept letting me play. And by the time we played down Florida, I was on every damn NFL board ready to go play.
Hey.
So regardless, hold on, regardless, yeah, he struggled, 3 struggled. It's something Saban saw in him. And I think Saban still gonna keep giving him the chance, man. That's the one thing I like about Saban. As a young kid, I didn't understand what he was doing and yelling and saying all this shit to me. But now that I'm older, I fully understand why he was cussing me out the way he was cussing me out.
Right.
I'll say this. I remember, boy, when Cyrus Jones was out there against Texas A&M, and Mike Evans was killing him. I mean, Mike Evans was
and he stuck beside him. And he stuck beside him. And look what happened to him.
Right.
The man went on and played and made some good money for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing it comes down to. You know, you got a lot of players, they turn into robots, you know, instead of going to play football. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's time to take somebody like him, and he's good at doing it. Like, he'll pull you in there. Just like he said, like, you ain't making a play. Shit, you ain't doing what you're supposed to. What he basically said, or today about the players holding accountable, and there's no position solidified. Like, you don't have a spot. And basically, he tells you that even during the season, and you got to step it up. But at the same time, he tells you go play football. I got your back. And
exactly, just go fucking play.
He got to
play.
Well, hopefully, after they get out of their therapy for anxiety prior to Saturday's kickoff, they'll be ready to damn play. You know, I think they'll play on the couch and talk about
anxiety.
That anxiety. Hey,
before a game, like Coach Saban creates enough anxiety throughout the offseason and all that that you shouldn't even think about anxiety during the season. Like, he's already whooped your ass with anxiety.
Anxiety happened during 3 days. By the time it's game time, it's fucking fun time. It's execute time. It ain't anxiety time.
Man, that shit supposed to be fun.
That's what I was having anxiety about. Shit.
Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. Me personally, anxiety, fuck all that. I'm trying to go ball because I want this little Sheba baby that I've been trying to talk to for the last couple weeks. They watch me play and know I'm doing my thing out here now. Bo, no.
Look, I'll be honest with you. My thing that I got an older brother. The thing I always used to tell my older brother before every game, I'm not gonna end up on SportsCenter on somebody's fucking highlights. I ain't doing it. If I'm on SportsCenter, it's because I'm wrecking somebody.
To me, like, the great ones talking to the great ones. Like, before the game, you think, like, you can already picture yourself making the plays. Like, you making the play. Like, you see yourself. There ain't no anxiety. Like, I see myself making that sack. Whatever it is. Like, I see myself doing it. Not no anxiety,
man. I need my mama to tell me, baby, you had a good game.
You're having anxiety.
Man, nobody think about no damn anxiety. Who anxiety, man?
Or Darius Rhymes says we need y'all as coaches, but I will say this: a lot of people have been asking the question: Do y'all, the alumni, need to go back and start taking these guys under your wing and putting that old Bama
paying
into
coaches too much damn money for that. They don't need us for that. Just do your fucking job.
Hey, like Marquis May said, ain't nobody.
I would love to go in there and help if they ask me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cut the check for me to show up.
And get rid of the anxiety. I would absolutely love to. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They need to get back to doing what we do. All right, and this thing ain't over. This run can go on for as long as it wants to. All right, they got to get back to the Bama way.
See, Nick, the way my knees and my shoulders set up, I'm gonna need some kickbacks. Cause see, I'm gonna have to go get some massage therapy, some physical therapy. So they're gonna have to cut the check for me to go there.
Your ass gonna be out there in a copper fit from Brett Favre.
Hey man, listen, that's the last one, Reggie.
They're gonna be out there in a copper fit getting ready on their knees.
With the bracelets, the whole deal.
Jeff Allen's the best trainer in the world now. I promise you, he could wrap you up. Jeff Allen's that dude.
All
right.
Allen. Oh, he the greatest to do it.
Man, he'll have your ass looking like a mummy out there. All right, he's got you wrapped up.
All them.
Tape and everything. It's just.
Man, I'm happy Miss Amy's still there.
Oh, me too. I love Miss Amy.
See, back when I played, I didn't even get taped. I just went out there straight raw. Put my shoes, no tape, no nothing.
No, he played raw. He had no gloves, no nothing.
See that Reggie now, they all out there with them gloves. Right? That finger jammed up. Ooh.
I wore a pair of gloves, no ankle tape. Hey, listen, no ankle tape, no nothing. I went out.
No. I didn't like gloves and all that anyway. Cause I ain't feel like
y'all didn't even have tape.
Man, we had tape. Listen, man. No, I didn't tape my hands because I like the hat and hands on that guard and that tackle. I didn't want no tape on my hand. I needed to shoot them hands.
Y'all still had the bar down in the middle.
He had that Cornelius Bennett roll in the back.
Hold on.
No,
come on, ass.
Okay.
Y'all can talk all that tough shit you want. I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all can talk all that tough shit you want, but shit, if I come down hat and hands, it's been a couple times where I took my damn helmet and hit my thumb when I had me a hand something and I had to come up out that
pain.
Man, I love
hat and hands, baby. Get them up off you though.
Man, all right.
When you start enjoying that pain, that when it gets real.
Man, look, I got a great pain tolerance. I've been told. I told my ACL. I know all about pain tolerance.
You got anxiety too?
No.
Hey, Reggie, we got a question for you. We got a question for you from the audience, Reggie. It says, do you remember when Jaron Reed went after Reuben Foster on that sideline because he didn't fill the hole that Nick Chubb touchdown run in 2015?
Yeah, that's the play y'all trying to get me to talk about. I'm not throwing people on the bus, but that goes back to the standard. So I know I had to line up over the tight end. Reuben got that A gap. Then the safety coming down, he got everything else. So, as a player, you got hot feet sometimes. You jump out there and it happens. But that goes back to holding each other accountable. Because that's also that same damn game they had Georgia beating the brakes off of us. And they talking about Bama, we ain't got it no more. The standard is done. We ain't got it no more. Yeah, all right. Went down there in that rain and that monsoon, tapped their ass and went on back home.
Nick, there's a question from you for Eric Owens. It says, Gentry, $1 million question. Could you see the defeat in the LSU players' eyes by halftime?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I mean, you seen that during the game, just after the first quarter. I'll be honest with you. They knew something wasn't right,
They had anxiety.
They had
There you go. This damn anxiety.
That's the same thing. You go look at that locker room, and that's what Coach Saban talks about being loose. You talking about being loose. That's the loosest I've ever seen us. In all my years playing there, that game, even before the Texas championship, you know what I'm saying, in 2009, but before that game, LSU, people were loose. It was the craziest feeling in the world, but at the same time, man, yeah, by halftime, we said at halftime, like, this shit's over. Like, they ain't got a 10. But not only are we saying that, we finna make sure that shit happens. You got what I'm saying? We're finna go out there and make sure we dominate.
Man, I heard some purring. I was like, what the hell is that damn purring?
It's my dog. It's my dog. Oh, my dog. He got anxiety right now.
This is awesome.
Not the dog with anxiety. Not the dog, man.
No, but dogs have bad anxiety. If you leave them for a long period of time, yeah. I got a Frenchie too, though, so his is real bad. Yeah, you can get down now.
We got to start closing up shop, guys. Before we let everybody go, Reggie, Nick, if you would, tell us your favorite moment at Bama for the fans in the chat, man. We want to know what your best moment was, what you remember the most.
I'm about to say I got two moments when everything clicked for me at Bama. It was the day we was in team run. And I thought I came down and hit the guard pretty good. It's my sophomore year. And I'm walking off the field. I'm actually not walking. I'm running off the field, and I just feel everybody looking at me. And I next thing I know, I just hear, Reggie. You as soft as baby shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't never, I'd have been cussed out before, but I ain't never been called some baby shit now. So I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, the next time we got out there with team run, I tried to kill his offensive lineman name. Was it Chad Lindsey? I can't think of his name, but I tried to. Yeah, he was real stocky. I tried to kill his ass in practice. And ever since then, my mindset been different and it changed. And I probably say my favorite moment is against Georgia when Mitchell came across the middle and I lit his ass up in Georgia. That's probably my favorite moment.
Mm.
Did you have your eyes closed when you hit him?
Yeah, I had anxiety. I had bad anxiety. Hey, but I also got to give you this funny ass moment too.
Yeah, please do.
Forget, we were playing Deshaun Watson, and the first touchdown he threw, I can't remember, was it between Marlon and Minko, whoever between?
Yeah, Marvin and Minka.
And the damn hole was this big. I looked at Ruben and I said, "Man, it's gonna be a long ass game." Because he put that much. Because we ain't played nobody like Deshaun all year. And for him to be able to run and place the ball like that, I said, damn, Ruben, this is going to be a long one, boy. So strap your boots, man. But for the most part, man, I enjoyed my time at Bama. And one thing I miss is being around guys like Bo, man, and all them cats, bro. They kept me going, even on my worst day. So I'm appreciative of all y'all, man. That's why every time I get a chance, I get to holler at Bo, I holler at my dog, man.
Well, I tell you something, young brother. You'll still be talking to these dudes 15, 20 years later, because I still talk to the same dudes who I talked to back in 98 to this day. I was on the phone with one of them earlier today for an hour and 30 minutes. We still talk 20 years later.
Talking about how y'all met Jesus, huh?
Nah, man, just talking about life, man, and just enjoying that brotherhood, man, because that brotherhood, that bond, you grew up together, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep, because I've been doing both since high school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the when I knew it was real, my time I remember at Alabama was probably the first day. You going in orientation, you come in there, Coach Carter's in there cussing your ass out. You're doing heavy power cleans, heavy squat, and then you go outside and you run 31-10. You know what I'm saying? Right after that, it's 1 o'clock in the heat, and I'm seeing people pass out left and right, and I'm passing out. We passing out together. Older guys are passing out. It's just like, okay, this is real. This is
super.
To work with as a team, but at the same time, like, this is what it takes, I guess. Nobody else was doing it like that for real. They say LSU, that program. No, because Coach Carter took that program and he amplified it his way. All right, he added to it. If there was 21 10s on there, he gonna make sure there was 30. Because we finna outwork them. I think that's when it opened my eyes. Like, this is real. It's time. If you ever want to play here and play for this program, do something. You got to buy in fully and go get it. There is no waiting no more.
Hey, Nick, I have to ask you this, though. Do you remember doing Pilates and karate before all that?
Yes. Yes.
Man.
Pilates is hard. All right. Their shoulders go to burning, baby. Them things shaking. Okay.
And then lift weights and then go run. Come on.
Man, the worst were the stadiums, though. Them legs would go to shaking at Brian Denny, baby. Couldn't make it.
I never forget Big Shank and them boys. Them boys almost got stuck up there one time. I wasn't going to get them.
Well, see, that's the thing. Coach Carter used to make you jog back if you didn't make your times. And he'd be right behind you. Let's go. It's time to die, baby.
Man, what you say? I'm going to tell you something now. I'm making my damn time. I'm making my time. I will not be up on a Wednesday at 6 in the morning running when I ain't got to run.
All right, let me ask you this. 110 test or the 40 test? Which one was harder?
The 40.
By far, long burn.
The 40. The
40. You that 40 something, that kid.
That kid, because you got to run nonstop. And you have to be in the vicinity of your 40 time to even pass the shit.
Right.
Yeah, you out there trying to run your 40 so fast when you get time, just don't know. You got to run this time 10 times.
Man. But I used to you think I ain't bucked the system? Man, I ran a 4.7 on the ass on purpose.
Yeah, I did that when I found out, like, this was going on next year. Bingo.
Right. But no, man. One thing I want to say is I think Coach Saban gonna get it done. He knows he has no choice. He got to get it done. He's the only one that can get it done. And I think they will. I think they're about to get back on track. I think they know. Just like when we were there, we had alumni. They'll speak out too. You got to know right now, we're challenging you.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. We got the team. We got the talent. Let's get it done. If that's the case, let's not only not leave it in the referee's hand, let's leave it at the coach's hand. Let's put it all on us. As a player, let's do that. And let's see what happens.
Yep. So I'm going to tell you that now. Saban did not have to yell at us my last year. He had to say shit. Because we policed it.
I can say the same.
Man,
That's what we need back. All right, I'm going to go around the room real quick. I want predictions for the game this Saturday. I'm going to start with you, Stephen M. Smith. How you feeling?
Whew, let's see here. Man.
What you see right now?
Man, look,
everything.
Man, look, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. My glasses ain't even fogged up, man. So I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real honest about this thing.
What the metaverse looking like?
Man, I don't even own the metaverse, man.
It look like some metaverse glasses.
But like Nick said, I do see this team getting back right though. So I'm gonna go 35-10. I think Mississippi State touchdown field goal. I'm gonna go 35-10, and I think this is the game where you got to turn these boys loose and get them play ball. I see the sacks in this game. You got to turn these boys loose and go get them hunt, man.
All right, Reggie, it's on you. What you see?
Man, I'm gonna say I'm going with the confidence. I'm gonna say 42-10.
Okay, Marvin.
I'm going 41-30.
Another pressure cooker.
Mm-hmm. Long as Pete calling the damn defense and the pot stay boiling, hell you mean?
I'm gonna go 42-17.
Okay.
I think they struggle at first, and I think they're gonna tighten it up and know that you got no choice. The time to go.
All right, Bo.
I'm gonna go 31-17.
Okay. Now I'll take all of it. All right, guys, we got to wind it up. Marvin, before we go, tell people how they can get a hold of your book and your website, all that good stuff. And are you going to sell
my
the shirt?
Instagram? Constant45 is all on my IG. Constant45. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to get 43 years old, still putting these young boys in the dirt, baby. Woo!
According to you, you can't do it with the knees.
Hey man, I ain't say run. I said go work out. That's two different things.
Right. Definitely gonna need that copper fit then.
No doubt.
Hey, you had some knee surgeries yourself, so in a few years, when I see you, I'm gonna ask you what the knees do.
The titanium skins, baby.
I'm telling
you. Reggie, Nick, we greatly appreciate you guys coming on. Definitely an honor. Had a great show, probably the best we've had in quite some time. Before you go, tell the fans how they can find y'all on the social media outlets. Reggie, I'll start with you.
All I do is type in my name, Reggie Ragland, on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll pop straight up. I'm like a book. Just holler at me.
That's about the same thing. Either way, Twitter, whatever it is, just type my name in. You should get me whatever it is. But like I said, you want to get in touch with me on social media, you might have to wait a little bit because I ain't too big on it. I ain't no Instagram model, Reggie.
Well, let me tell you something.
Hey, anxiety.
Hey, let me tell you something. I can be an Instagram model. I put my time in. I put the work in. I can do that.
Right.
Hey, Nick.
So
I got
some type of collateral.
Tell them other players that right now.
Nick, I got $100. Say Reggie got an Instagram page with his dog.
Well, your ass finna lose it because I ain't got one.
Let me add that.
All right, Bo.
They hating on you.
Tell the folks about your website. If you hadn't heard about it now, you need to know about it. And also pop your Cameo.
Yep, I'm on Cameo. You can also request the videos on Cameo. I actually got one to do tonight. So you got 3 days to do it. And at my website, BoScarbrough.com, got the merch on there. So yeah, one of those coming soon.
That's what's up. All right, guys. Great show. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.